Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to use the slot command in SolidWorks in sketching. So let's start. Here comes the icon for the slot and here comes the different options in the drop down of slot. So I'm again and again repeating as drop down. Now what is the meaning of drop down? This icon is basically said to be as drop down. If you see clearly this arrow is said to be as drop down. And if we say as under the drop down of certain icon, then that means like if I say drop down of rectangle, so this is the drop down of rectangle. Like you can see here, drop down of line means it consists of three options in the drop down of the line. Like we have line, center line and midpoint. Okay, so whenever someone says you like what are the options under the drop down of slot, so just go to the drop down of slot command and answer the question. Like we have straight slot, center point straight slot, 3-point arc slot, center point arc slot. Now let's have the demonstration of all these slots one by one. Now I will go directly to the command of the straight slot like this. Now I have to choose the plane, so I am going to choose the front plane. Now you have to click on normal too. Otherwise the orientation is something like this. And we need the orientation in which X and Y will be parallel to my laptop screen like this. So you can see Y and X are parallel to my screen. So you have to check like what is the best orientation for the sketch you are currently drawing on the graphics window of SolidWorks. Now here are different options for the slot types. We are going to change the slot types from here, but first let's understand the working of the straight slot. Now, what does slot command do? It is going to make a combination of a profile in which there are two circles, or you can say as two semicircles along with two lines. This is a slot. Now, the very first one is going to be give the first point of the slot, then we have to give the second point of the slot, and then width of the slot. So this is the slot command. Now, how we have performed this function? Like we have gone to the straight slot command, then we have given this first point, then traveled with the mouse and then given the second point and then given the width. This is how we have given the slot here. Now let's go to the center point straight slot. In the center point straight slot we have to give the center point, and now it will give the symmetricity along the y-axis and give the point again and then give the width. So this is how we have traveled this point, and then width. And here this point and width. Now comes the third part. Third part is the 3-point arc slot. In the 3-point arc slot, like we have the 3-point arc, you have to give the first point, second point, and then we have to give the radius and then give the width. So what are the points? First point, second point, third point, and width. So these are the 3-point. Like here, we have the 1, 2, 3, and 4. However, the name is 3-point arc. Don't know why, but if I am going to give the name to this command, so maybe I will give as a 4-point arc slot, because we are going to maintain the position using the 4 points. That's why. Well, that's a joke only. However, now let's come to the center point arc slot. In the center point arc slot, like we have to give the center and then we have to give the arc, like in the case of center point arc. Now we have to give the width like this. So this is how we can use the arc. Let me just zoom to fit. So the very first one is this width, first, second, and third point. In this case, first, second, and third point. In this, first, second, third point is regarding the radius, and then fourth point, which means the width. In this, this is the very first point, this is the second point, this is the third point, and then width. So this completes the arcs. Now we have the certain dimensions here, like we can give the dimension from this center point to this center point like this. So This is the center point of this. And if I want to give the dimension from here, like from here to here, so for that, just do the selection like this and then this. So this gives the distance. So this is how you can give the dimension. And the thumb rule for the dimension. The thumb rule for the dimension is that if you want to give the dimension between two specific points, so be sure to choose only those points. Like if I have to click here and then click here, if I want to have the dimension between these two specific points. Okay, this is how you can place the dimensions. And if I ask you about the radius of this arc, so just go to the smart dimension and then select this arc only, and then you can see here what is the radius here. And now if I ask you about the width of this, so the diameter, whatever the diameter of this is going to be the width of this. Like if I just click on this, so currently the radius is 20. So if I just increase it to 40, so you can see the width is also going to change because here maintains the relation of tangency. So this is all in this tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you so much and keep learning, keep growing. Do not forget to subscribe my channel along with please do share this video if you like this video. Thank you so much.